Hey traders, this tricky trade is where the most traders are often confused. So let me explain you how to trade the gap and immediate reversal with the SMT divergence. This is on the light trade, which has made us around a 3K in my group. And many people who are on the prop firm accounts made similar profits, right? So it's just nice 3% on the prop firm accounts, which is not too bad, I would say. And again, for the transparency, this is not just saying like I traded here and here. Again, this was predicted and nicely posted on a TradingView, so you can go check by yourself that the trade was there and how it played out, right? As you can see in here, it has reversed, but we've been able to cash out the profits before it has happened, right? So right now I'm going to do one simple thing. I'm going to click the grab this chart, right, and it will basically give me all this in here, and I will explain you why we've been trading it this way and what we did in here. So for the educational purposes, let me use the market replay and I will delete everything what is in here. Right. If you like this kind of the videos that you're learning something, you can drop the comment and tell me if it is really helping you or not. So let's put the replay a little bit back in here, and here we are. So this is how the market has closed on a Friday. Now let me break an indicator so it will show you more clearly what is going on in here. By the way, this is the indicator from our group, and if you join our academy, you get this also. So it's not only showing the ranges, but also the candles. So in here, we can see that weekly range. It's this candle, right? This is a weekly and this is a daily candles, guys. So as you can see, the market has been consolidating for the second part of the week in here, and basically once it dropped lower, what many people are thinking, obviously, that the price will go lower. Some can think that maybe we're gonna get retest of this gap and even going lower, right? You can see that on the TradingView analysis when everyone start to calling it's bearish, it's bearish. Yes, it is bearish, but the thing is that as you have this move down, right, and then you have this consolidation, usually market makers bring the price back into a 50% in here. So let me bring our fib, and we're gonna measure basically at a dealing range, or let's say 50%, right? You can see it is exactly in here, which is exactly on a 50% of that weekly candle, which is this big weekly candle, right? So when you have such a big move, when price retrace at least into 50%, usually is happening, right? You cannot be betting on that, but everything was signed in here, and I will show you the filter which gave us the signal to enter this trade, right? So in here also was on the daily was nice gap, right? So these gaps are usually at least mitigated. So price has been dropping lower, right? We have weekly range. We're gonna be watching it on a 1 hour. But what was also a strong signal in here? Let me show you something. I will bring this, right? And here I will put a GBP, right? And at this moment, here we have a GBP. So we're having a lower low in here while we're having a higher high in here. So what does it mean? If these two pairs are basically highly correlated, it means that there is a manipulation on one of them, right? Where it is most likely? Where will be manipulation? In here, because we're going below the lows, right? So they manipulating, they attracting the traders into the market, right? So that's a big signal in here, right? So let's bring it back to the euro in here, and now let's focus on this. So we can see that the price is going lower, and we know that it is a manipulation, but we need to see our signal that the price will basically give us a signal for the entry, and it has happened in here. So look, you have a candle which has moved above this, which is our order block. So it has closed in here, and then order block, right? And then it's retracing inside, right? So this is where we are basically entering, right? And this is how we entered in here. And I remember this exactly because it was during our stream, we've been targeting this beautiful thing in here, right? So what has been here? We had this gap, right? And this 50%, that was our target. right? So we've been entering in here on that pullback, and let's see how it goes. We can drop it a little bit lower time frame in here, right, in the 30 minutes, and you will see also that basically you get the order block and you have the gap. And let's watch how it was basically developing, right? So we can see that the price went much lower in here, right? It went even below that gap, right? But I remember that exactly with my members, we've been saying like, okay, it doesn't look good. But what is important in here, and this is a lesson, let me know if you ever did such a mistake. Let me know in a comment. Because sometimes you enter here and the trade doesn't look good. It goes against you. But you have calculated your risk. You know where is your stop loss. Have you ever closed it before? Right? That's the thing. I did it in my career many times and it never been good decision, right? Okay, sometimes I close it, let's say in here, and then it would hit stop loss line. So yes, I protect a little bit. But here is exactly the case when it would be a mistake, because look what has happened later. Right? Going higher and again pushing higher, pushing higher. This is actually where we already exited day before, right? And then what has happened is this, right? You see exactly that 50% of our CLS range, right? And then the price continued lower down, right, with its trend. So we basically took this counter trend trade, right, which was a good trade, and it basically has made us more than 2.5K, right? Except something like a 2.800, right? So do you think that you can do this? If this resonates with you and you feel like you could be doing this with us in our team 5 times a week in a live streams, join our membership right now. We have the link below and start to doing this with us every day, 5 times a week. I see you there, my friends.